Okay, so yeah, huge apologies to everyone for sending the wrong link. After creating the meeting, I thought I had copied the right link and I went ahead to share. Please just confirm if you can hear me. You can just drop a message in the chat. Wow, a lot of persons would have been trying to use the other link. Okay, I just hope they see the new messages. All right, please confirm. You can drop a message in the chat to just confirm that you can hear me. Okay, good. Thank you so much for being a part of this session. And also, can you guys also confirm if you can see my screen? I'm currently sharing my screen. Please just confirm if you can see it. Okay, great. Thank you very much, Ghost Power. I really appreciate that. Wow. We're supposed to have more persons in the house already by now. I think that link issue, but nonetheless, let's continue. I believe as we move forward, more persons will be coming in. Okay. Usually you try my best to ensure that I keep to time. So we have 1 hour for this session this evening. Yeah, it's been a really tiring week, and a lot has been going on. Today is the final day of January. Yeah, that January that we have been saying will soon end has finally ended. Yeah, they said January is the longest month of the year. Okay, so quickly, a big welcome to everyone in the house. A big welcome to everyone. And I want to say that your time is valuable, and I will do my best to make it worth your while. So we are here to talk about ghost writing. Okay. We are here to talk about ghost writing. A lot of you have been in my DM for quite some time. And I've been talking about ghost writing, you know. So, and you've been seeing my posts. Maybe probably most of you must have gone through the webinar, and seen a lot of information about it. So this evening is more or less about answering some questions, pertaining to ghostwriting and helping you on your way to getting started. However, I also have like a brief presentation. Then I have a friend in the house. The last time I had another friend. Now I have a another friend again in the house who would be sharing his own experience also about ghostwriting. Because when you see that this thing is working for people like yourselves, it's not just me that is talking about it all the time. It will give you confidence that, oh, okay, that other guy the other day has made money from it. This other guy, okay. Everybody at different points in their journey when it comes to ghostwriting. All right. But whatever point you are in that journey, there are things that you've experienced. So I'm going to be having like a short presentation. Then at some point, I would allow my friend, his name is Victor. Victor, I don't know if you can just indicate that you're in the house. His name is Victor, and he's here to also tell us his own story.
Yes, I am good, boss.
Thank you very much, Victor, for making our time to join us today.
It's a privilege. Thank you.
All right, great. So briefly, I'll just take you guys through the very short presentation. Then Victor is going to come up at some point and talk about his own journey as a ghostwriter. Victor is one of the persons that I pushed somehow into ghostwriting sometime around late 2023. And he took it seriously. And just a few days ago, he shared with me an amazing testimony, in his ghostwriting journey. So he's going to just be telling us briefly in few words his experience. So I just have a few questions for him. All right. So quickly, let me just take us through this very short presentation that I have here this evening. So we are talking about ghostwriting. So what exactly is this ghostwriting that everybody is talking about, right? Now, I need you to know that anything I share with you is 100% legitimate. I can defend my, what I share with you guys anywhere in the world, so briefly, ghostwriting is more or less like you're writing for someone. So it means to write for or in the name of another author. That's why it is called ghost writing, not because it is ghost in the term of, spirit and all that. No, it's just that when you do ghostwriting, what happens is you are not taking full credit, for the work. The company or whatever it is that you're writing for takes the full credit. So it's more or less like you're writing and handing over that intellectual property to them. So it can be a speech, a book, by autobiography, whatever it is. All right. Um, so the thing about it is that ghostwriting is an actual business that you can do to earn in US dollars. It's a business you can do to earn in US dollars. And currently, with the way the country is going, if you are not earning in US dollars, it's like you are missing out, on a lot with the way the country is going. So um, okay, so okay. Now, so as a ghostwriter, what happens is that you write, that's this business we're introducing to you guys, this business model. Is the way it works is that you write for foreign companies who are in serious need of writers on their platforms. And these companies, they pay in hundreds and also in thousands of US dollars, for what is called a ghostwriting contract. A ghostwriting contract is like an agreement, between the company and the ghostwriter, that is you, on a book that is to be written. Okay, so they tell you, okay, these are our platform, these are the type of books that you can write. Okay, so write this book for us, and we are going to pay you for it. All right. It's not like they're going to give you a title, but they're going to give you like what you might want to call a genre, a book genre, like what you might want to call type. And that type can be romance, can be mafia, can be paranormal, werewolf, all those stuff, different types of genres. So they also tell you their like terms and conditions as to how they are going to pay you based on the number of words and so on and so forth. So it's a very simple business. And okay, at this point, let me just quickly say this. Whenever you see me write GHWR, just know I'm talking about ghostwriting. Okay. Now, one thing you need to know about this ghostwriting is that ghostwriting is not an investment scheme. Neither is it a Ponzi scheme. So it's not like, oh, okay, I invest 50K, you go and relax, and you are expecting 100K in the next 2 weeks. No, this is an actual business. Another thing is that it is not a marketing business. It is not a business where you are looking for 5 people, 10 people, 100 people to come in and say, okay, yes, now I'm into business. No. All right. It's not marketing. So it's a writing business. You write books, you write stories, you write articles, you write essays for these companies, and they pay you in US dollars. And another thing is that finally, it's not an overnight success kind of business. Now, why I have to say this is because most people, especially in this our generation, have this mindset of, start today, blow the next day. Now, is it possible? It is. If you do a very good work and your contract is accepted, somebody like Jude, who is currently with us on the call, can attest to that. In his first few weeks, he was able to get his first contract, and a lot of other persons that I've seen that also were able to get their first contract in the first, few weeks. But the expectation is not that you blow overnight. That's the point. Okay, but you can actually have a contract that can actually change your life forever, and it's not guesswork. You put in the work, you get the result out of it. All right. Great. So we're having more persons coming in on the call right now. So now it's not a Ponzi scheme, like I've said. It's not a marketing business. It's also not an overnight success kind of business. But we usually tell people that within your first 30 to 60 days, at least you should be seeing good progress with what you are doing. Now, when I say 30 to 60 days, I'm talking about the time it's going to take you first to go through the training. I think Jude used about a week to go through his own training. I know somebody that just completed his own in about 2 weeks. All right. It depends on the time that you put in. Okay. Then another thing is that um, ghostwriting has simple principles. Okay. So in ghostwriting, you might want to just call it like writing principles. So what are the things you write? You can write stories, you can write articles, and you can write essays. All right. When it comes to stories, they can be lengthy, very lengthy stories. So articles, please, hello. Please, I don't know if you can mute yourself, boss. Please just mute yourself. All right, thank you. So that we can continue. Okay, so now the thing is this, when it also comes to ghostwriting, not everybody can write, all right? Because see, take note, you can be a writer and do ghostwriting. You can also be a non-writer and also do ghostwriting. I'm going to explain that further. Now, for me, I don't write, all right? I don't do write because I don't have the time to do that. Okay, so I outsource my writing. Last week I had somebody that just completed one. Then this week I picked up another one again with someone else. So you can actually outsource your writing to people who have the time to write. Now, so that brings me to what I was saying earlier. Who are those that can do ghost writing? Now, if you look at now, I put it in two different categories, writers, then I put another category, non-writers. So if you have the writing ability already and, it's one of your hobbies, it's one of the things that you love to do, ghostwriting is for you. Okay. But if you want to just focus on business, you're an Igbo man like me. I'm not Igbo anyway, but I'm just saying that you're an Igbo man like me and you want to make money from ghostwriting and outsource, you can actually do it. So whether you're a writer or not, so I just put some categories there, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a student, whether you're a working class person, you can do ghostwriting. Ghostwriting is not restricted to any category of persons. Okay. So those are just examples. So whatever the category you fall in, you can actually do ghostwriting. Okay. But the general category that everybody has to fall into, want to do this ghostwriting business is you have to be in that category of, I want to make money in 2024. All right. I want to make money and I want to make it in US dollars. So if you're in that category of you want to make money in US dollars in 2024, all right. So ghostwriting is for you. So whatever other category that you fall into does not really matter. Okay, so at this point, we are just going to take a very short interview, and we're going to have Victor. I mentioned earlier that Victor is currently with us on this particular call. So, Victor, I don't know if you can unmute yourself so that we can just have a tete-a-tete, and let's hear your story, about ghostwriting. So first, please introduce yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Apologies, my video is not on.
No, no worries.
Uh, Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis, for this privilege. My name is Victor.
Okay.
Yeah, so of course I'm a worker and also a side hustler. Yeah, so and of course also I'm a I'm a firm believer of the gospel of Christ. I'm not ashamed of that also. Yeah, so basically that is summary of my life.
Okay.
Thank
All right. Thank you very much for that very brief introduction. All right. So, Victor, tell us, when did you start ghostwriting?
Okay, so I started ghostwriting October, and yeah, so of course, so I couldn't have started ghostwriting without the help of Mr. Elvis. Um, so I've been following his status. When he was saying a friend, my friend, I was like, okay, that's a very big privilege because I consider him as a big brother and a mentor from afar. I've not seen physically. So yeah, I get to follow his status and I see stuff he's doing, posting, always encouraging people to get, a side hustle, earning dollar, don't just depend on your salary and all that. So one of those days in October, I decided to slide into his DM. So just okay, boss, how far? I want to do something. I need advice from you. I was like, okay, he's willing to help, and told me he gave me a list of business that I could do online, about six of them, and of course, he's a very truthful person. So he told me the ones he's doing and the ones he's not doing. And of all of them, and he recommended that I should go for ghostwriting. And because it's someone I consider experienced in the online space, I just did not have to argue. Prior to that time, I've never heard of ghostwriting. I don't know about it. So I accepted the challenge and shared me the link, and I bought the course. So yeah, that was how I started ghostwriting.
Okay. Yeah, I think I still remember that conversation. I think I still have it on my phone.
Yeah,
Yeah, at some point, if I'm privileged, maybe I'll just display it for them because
that's it.
I hardly delete my chats. Okay, so now you started ghostwriting in October. So
Yes, sir.
then of course, like I mentioned earlier, a few days ago, you was it a few days ago or just yesterday? It was yesterday, right? That you reached out to me.
Um, I think it was a Monday or Tuesday. Yesterday or Monday. Can't remember.
Okay,
I
it
think it
was
was a Monday.
Monday. It was Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Now this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stop sharing that particular screen. Then I'm going to share another screen. Okay, so now this is my chat with Victor just on Monday. Look at it, as you can see, Monday is showing right there at the top. Now Victor reached out to me on Monday and said, "Oh, good morning, sir. How are you?" Excuse me. I'm back with the good news. I got my first gig. That's gig means ghost writing income generator exclusive contract today. So I congratulated him, as you can see on this other right side of the screen. And he said, "Oh, after introducing it to me last year, so I'm back to say thank you for the guide. Your push to go into online business after our discussion last year, I found the online space more beneficial." So let's leave that. Let's just follow up. Now, this is the contract that Victor got that is shared with me, because most people are asking, what exactly is this contract all about and the rest. Now, this is what we call an exclusive contract. Now, in ghostwriting, when you decide to start up a story, or you have a particular content that you want to put out there, you apply for a contract. All right. Now, if the work is really good, you can be given an exclusive contract. Now, that exclusive contract, is a contract that allows you to really earn really, really high amount of money in US dollars. So I'm not going to read everything that is here, but what you're seeing here is a breakdown of the writer's benefits in the contract that Victor got, sorry, that Victor got in his ghostwriting business. Yes, he started last year, October. But I have some questions for him. I would like to really know, um, what the journey has been so far for him. And so Victor, just tell us, what has the journey been so far for you as a ghostwriter?
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis.
Go ahead.
The journey as a ghostwriter, yes, it's not all that easy. Just like our boss mentioned earlier that if you don't know how to write, that's a good thing about ghostwriting. If you don't know how to write, you get to outsource a writer. And I realized that a good number of people fall under the category of those who don't write. Not like they don't know how to write, but they have different, genres. So not everyone likes writing. Like personally, I write, but I don't write. My specification on writing is on the content of the gospel. But when it comes to love, romance, well, I don't know how to write the stuff. So yeah, I write. Everyone writes, but just depend on what you can write. So so like you mentioned, so if you don't write or if you don't know how to write, because these websites, these sites you're applying for, there's something they are looking for. They are looking for a particular genre. So it's either a werewolf story, a mafia, or billionaire romance. And then they have troops. So for you to write, you have to write according to what they want, not just what you feel like writing, not just any kind of love story. So um, so far the journey has not really been that easy. There are challenges, of course. One of the challenge would be that you may get your story not accepted, and which is normal anyway. You just have to go again. So yeah, for me, This is my third month, October, and then started practicing early November. So I my I have currently have about four stories, and out of the four, one has been accepted, which was one I just got accepted. One was rejected, but then I have two other stories that I know definitely will be accepted. Not by faith anyway, but I'm sure because of some of the work that has been put into those stories. So technically, I can say that in the next maybe couple of days or weeks, I'll probably have one or more contracts, two or more contracts that is going to be accepted on different platforms. So um so one of the reasons why it appears as though it may take time to get the contracts is not because your stories are being rejected. No. One of the reasons why it appears going to take time is because before these sites are going to review your story and get back to you, sometimes it can take 2 weeks, 3 weeks. So just like our boss mentioned earlier, that is not overnight success. So I have a story that has been on the site for over 30 days. So there are things like that happens. And then this my particular story that got accepted did not even stay on the site for up to 2 weeks. I think it was a week. So depending on the site you're applying for, some sites can take a longer time. Sites take shorter time. So the time at which you get your contracts or your story reviewed by your sites will determine how far you can go. So for the guy who applied today and then in a week time he got his contract accepted, probably yeah, the site he applied for, they you're able to hasten up the whole process, attend to him on time. So it takes patience actually. So starting up October, got my first story published November, and then got my first contract January. So that's just the breakdown.
Okay. Thank you very much, Moses. So within this period, were there times when maybe you were not doing the business, maybe you had other things that were holding you back, or you were very consistent?
So like I made mention, right? I don't think there was a time I took a break because at all through the period, my story was on different platforms. So
Okay.
what I was just waiting for was for feedback. And like I said, this feedback can take 30 days. Right. So what the thing is, what we just do is that you just get your story out there and published. So while your story is on the sites, so you can be busy doing other thing, maybe looking out for okay, what other story to put up, what other story to write and all that. But the basic thing is that your story is out there.
Okay. Great. So from what you're saying, you have focused majorly on stories. You have not done essays or articles, as a
Yes.
ghostwriter.
Yeah, I've not done essays on articles. I've not explored that part.
Okay, okay. Now, the reason why I'm asking this question and also this way is because I want to give our audience the benefit of the doubt to know that it's not only stories that you can write articles, you can write essays. And in the last session that we had online, um, we talked about the Livingston research that has to do with essays, where for a single essay that you put out there, you can get like $20, and most times it can be like between 300 to 500 words, which means in a few hours you are done with an essay, and you can submit it and get paid. Now, why I have to share this is also because, while as a ghostwriter, you have like a story out there that you're waiting for maybe review and the rest. Just like you said, sometimes it can be fast, sometimes it can be slow. You can still be making money from articles. And article, I think I know someone, I saw his post recently. He took up that Livingston research stuff, and he got paid. And that thing was just added into the course like 2 weeks ago or so, or early last week. No, yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. All right. So Victor, thank you very much. So if I may ask, with your experience as a ghostwriter and with this contract that you just shared with us right now, that you've gotten, is ghostwriting a business you would recommend to anybody that wants to make money online?
Absolutely, absolutely, 100% recommended. Just the way you recommended to me. Even though prior to that time, I don't know anybody who has made money from it. But because he said it's a good business and you know people, I was okay, no problem. I'm gonna go in. So for now, so for me now, getting a contract, an exclusive contract, and then, you know, having to start getting paid from it from from this February, then definitely it's something that I would recommend for anyone. And all you just need to do is to be patient, apply, and then just wait for your feedback, wait for your contract to be accepted, and that's all. So you are not spending money on any other thing. You're not, just once you get the course, if you're not writing yourself, you get a writer, and that's all. You apply, expect your story to be accepted, then you sign your contracts. So it's actually an easy way to make money. That's just reality. It's actually an easy way to make money.
Okay. Now, the last question, sorry, before we move on. The amount you have, I know you have probably done your calculation on that contract. I was looking at that contract. I wanted to do the calculation. I said, this thing will bust my head. So I said, I don't know if you have done your calculation. Like how much are you expecting from that particular contract? Looking at that breakdown. Because I don't know
Well,
the
funny enough, I've not done the calculation.
You've not done the calculation. Okay.
I've not done the calculation.
Okay. All right, maybe when you do the calculation, you share with me because I'm serious money inside that contract. All right, no problem. Thank you very much, Victor, for spending your time with us on this call this evening.
Yeah,
Thank you.
thank you so much,
Yeah,
Mr.
thank you.
Elvis, for having me around.
Yeah, I
It's a privilege.
really appreciate it. I don't know if you're still with us on the call, but we are just going to continue with the presentation.
All right, thank you.
All right. So now, what do you need to? Okay, before I really say this, let me really talk about exclusive and non-exclusive contract because some person will be saying, "What is this exclusive and non-exclusive contract they're talking about?" Now, an exclusive contract is actually a contract that's a writing contract that you get, um, that that piece of content that you're putting out would only be on that platform that is, giving you that contract. All right, you know. So Victor, no problem. You can excuse yourself. Thank you. All right. So what it means is that it is exclusive to that platform. So when you say something is exclusive to something, it means that it is only that thing that is associated with it. Okay. So a non-exclusive contract is a type of contract that even when you put the content on the platform that gives you that non-exclusive contract, you can still take that same content and put it on other platforms. Okay. Now, one of the questions that have been coming to me in my DM and even on the WhatsApp group is, how do we get these people to write for? It shows that you don't need to get the people to write for. In the training course, there are platforms, different platforms where that have been talked about, explained how to get contracts there, the kind of books you can put there, just like that. And how you can navigate through the platform and use them to the best, like in the best way possible. Okay, so it's not like you are going out starting to look for clients. Who will I write for? No, because most people are thinking it's a business where you have to start looking for clients. No, all the platforms are there. All you just need to do is sign up on the platform, have your story, publish on the platform, apply for a contract, and expect an approval of that particular contract. Now, I think when Tochi was with us the other day, I think Tochi got his contract faster compared to Victor, and Tochi is currently on the call. I believe at some point he will also be sharing his own experience. So now, what you need here to start ghostwriting is either you have a phone, that is very fine, or you have a laptop, that is fine. Anyone you have is fine. If you have the two, awesome. But anyone you have is absolutely fine for you to start ghostwriting with. Then also, what are the earning possibilities in ghostwriting? Now, I was talking about calculating his contract just now. I've not sat down to calculate it, but I don't think that guy is going to earn anything less than between 1,000 to 1,500 US dollars from that particular contract. I don't know if Tochi saw it. Maybe he would have used his eye to, his Iboma eye to do the calculation. All right. So in ghostwriting, you actually determine your earnings. Okay, it's not like something that is determined for you. You determine your earnings, and just like what Victor said, you have more contracts approved and all that. You make more money. It's just as simple as that. Now, some of the screenshots you're seeing on the screen right now are screenshots of some persons who have, done ghostwriting. They have been paid. Now, these are their transaction alerts. See this one here on the right, 300 US dollars. This one right here in the middle, 565 US dollars. Then another one right here, on the left, 1,400. And in the last class, I shared with them how I saw a particular guy on Twitter that posted his contract of about 14,000 something US dollars. That's roughly like 16, 17 million you know. Now, but let us leave the huge amounts aside, okay? Because mostly when you want to start, you want to think about making your first 300, 500, 800, dollars, something that can just, keep the body and spirit going until you start making really huge money. And the thing is that you can actually even make huge money from the beginning. It all depends on your book and the kind of contract that you get. Now, so as you can see in the middle here, this guy is saying that he just bagged an exclusive contract. So I can't love you less for GIG. GIG is the ghostwriting income generator. It is a training program that you need to be able to do ghostwriting. All right. Now, the foundation of every success is knowledge. All right. So you cannot start any business venture without understanding how the business works and how you can, navigate through it. Okay. So the first step is to learn. The second step is to earn. You have to go through that process. I don't think there's any, in fact, since I came into the online space in November, I don't think there's any online business or even any physical business that I picked up without first of all going deep into understanding how it works. And when I say going deep, I mean I had to meet somebody to teach me. I had to learn, not the one that you're asking people that are not doing the business. It's just like you want to succeed. I posted it yesterday. You want to succeed, you ask people that are succeeding. All right. It's not like you want to succeed and you're asking people who are failing. Okay, so that's it. Then on the right side, there's another screenshot of somebody who earned about 1,655 US dollars. All right. So now I think at this point, I don't know if Tochi is ready. He told me earlier that he was driving. And by the way, that car that he's driving, he bought it with money from ghostwriting. So he sent me a message on WhatsApp that he was driving. So Tochi, I don't know if you are back home or you are still driving. Maybe we can have a short session with you. You tell us your experience so far also with ghostwriting. Hello, Tochi. Is it possible for you to speak? I'm not sure. I'm not sure you can speak. Let me just check my WhatsApp. I don't know if he drops any message for me. Okay, he said please more 10 minutes. More 10 minutes. Okay, he just sent me a message on WhatsApp. So we'll come back to Tochi's interview much later. We're going to ask him some questions. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm checking my WhatsApp because a lot of persons are, still trying to reach out to me. So now, what is the ghostwriting income generator? Now, see, the whole thing is everything we've explained is simple. And as you can see, Victor gave his honest experience about ghostwriting. All right. He did not come here to try and paint anything. Now, when Tochi was sharing his own experience the last time, he told us how he was very fast. And, his own experience is different from Victor's experience. Victor's experience took a while, but he has gotten an exclusive contract that is going to pay him a very huge amount of money, right? While, Tochi on his own side, got his own very fast. I think in his first 30 days, he was already on his way. For me, I'm always an advocate of push, 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 especially at the beginning. I tell people when you start something today, make sure that you put in all your best for the first 10, 15, 20 days so that you quickly get results from it. Not that you relax and say, anytime I want to do it, I'll go through it. So now the Ghostwriting Income Generator is the training program that you need. It's a training program that I use, that Tochi used, that Victor used. All right. And it's the training program that can turn you from a novice to a pro in ghostwriting. All right. It's a process you have to go through it. Now, this training program is already prepared. All right. It's already prepared. It's just for you when you get access to it by enrolling. You log in at your own time, at your own leisure. When you are free, you go through the training program, you learn the business, and you implement. Then when you have questions, you come back to myself or you join us in the community where you can ask your questions and people that are there will be able to respond to you. So what it literally does is that it exposes the secrets to earning in US dollars doing ghostwriting. And what are the things that you're going to learn? in this ghostwriting income generator. You're going to learn the basics of writing. If you're already a good writer, fine. Or maybe you will learn some few things, new stuff there, fine. All right. You're going to learn about long story writing. You're going to learn how to create your accounts to receive your funds, PayPal, Payoneer, GigPay, DOM account opening. And most of all these accounts are accounts that you can open from the comfort of your homes. All right. Then you also know how and where to apply for contract. This is one of the questions people have been asking me. I wonder how they're asking this kind of question, sometimes, but it's very fine. Where you can apply for contract is exposed to you in the training program. All right. How to apply there, how to navigate there, how to, the kind of stories that are needed on those platforms, right there is exposed inside this training program. Then also how to outsource your writing. All right. This was where I learned how to outsource. I don't write, okay? But currently I have two persons that are writing for me. Okay. So article writing also, how to do article writings and essays to also end quickly. Now take note, if you want to end quickly in ghostwriting, one of the quickest ways to end quickly in ghostwriting is to do articles and essays. Okay. Now the long story writing, that one, because of the approval process, can just take a while, but once you have it, you have it. All right. Whether non-exclusive or an exclusive contract. And just like we explained in the last class, we talked about once you sign that contract, whether exclusive or non-exclusive, you have what is called a signing bonus that you get upon signing up. Okay. Then also how to even use Upwork. For those persons that want to use Upwork for ghostwriting, me, I don't use Upwork. I don't have time to be going on Upwork. All right. I have to do my ghostwriting in a different way. So then also, you also get mentorship and an amazing community to help you on your journey as a ghostwriter if you decide to get this training program. All right. If you decide to get a training program, you would get access to this. Now, this mentorship is not just my mentorship. That's the funny part. All right. Or Jude's mentorship. No, you get my mentorship for those of you that are here by my invite, or those of you that came by Jude's invite. You also get Jude's mentorship. But most importantly, you get Daniel Sampson's mentorship. Now, Daniel Sampson is like the boss of the boss. All right. When it comes to ghostwriting, okay, he's the one that we all learned from. And I can tell you that Samson is one of the best that I've seen in the game. Okay, I've seen other persons, I've met other persons, and Samson is the best. Now, this ghostwriting, to get access to it, you have to pay 30K to get the course, to get access into the training program. It's 30,000 naira. And I know somebody will say, it's expensive. Yeah, I understand. By current economic situation and all that, is expensive. But the truth is that, is it valuable? Is it worth that amount? The answer is yes. Because even if it is not an exclusive contract, even if it is a non-exclusive contract that you get in ghostwriting, just one, you have forgotten about whether you even pay 30K. That's the truth. All right. And 30K these days is really not enough for anything. So let me not overflog that. However, in the last class, we gave room for some persons to get it at 25K, but now the price has gone up. All right. So we did a discount the last time, which was last week, Friday. And today we are doing another discount. And this is going to be the final discount that we are doing. And this time around, for those persons who are serious, who want to get started, you can get this training program for 27,500. So that's a 2,500 naira discount instead of getting it for 30K. All right. So, and this is a limited offer just for 10 persons. Did I mention it there? Yeah, I think I did. Yeah. For 10 persons to get this training program for just 27,500. Now, some people will say, why am I paying? You're paying for knowledge, you're paying for experience, you're paying for access. All right. Even these days, if you want to get access into some circles, there are certain procedures you have to go through. Even people that bring people into cultism, they don't even bring you in for free. They will tell you to buy beer. They will tell you to do some things. So if those guys are doing that, imagine think about it. If those guys are doing that, you want to join one, confraternity, they tell you to go and do this, do this, do this. There are requirements. That's how it also works when it comes to knowledge, especially valuable knowledge that can help you make money, as you go in life. All right. So this is just for 10 persons who are ready, who are serious. And also, you also need to know that this offer is only available between now and Friday, the 2nd of February, 2024. And this offer closes by 11:59 p.m. So if you want to take this offer, you come into my DM all right? Or you go into Jude's DM, depending on how you came into this call, and we would have a conversation with you and help you get started, all right? See, please, after Friday, nobody should come and meet us and say discount. One of the reasons why we are doing this is because we are concerned about a lot of persons who are saying they want to do this, they want to do this. And a lot of persons have been saying, oh, by month end, by month end. Now, this is month end. They have paid you that salary. Don't go and spend everything, please, can you mute? Now, don't go and spend everything on bills and all that stuff. Reserve money for your own personal investment. So without further ado, without making much noise, I don't know if Jude is back to just say one or two things. I would like to give room for questions. All right. We agreed that this was going to be a question and answer segment. We have done the first one, asking Victor some questions. So you guys now, it's open for you guys to ask your questions and get clarity as to areas you want to be clear on ghostwriting. So please feel free to
I'm
drop
back.
your questions.
Kelvin,
Oh, okay, Jude, you're back. All right, great. Please go ahead.
wow. Wow. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Okay. Wow, if you can see, I've seen on my workload, I just rushed down traffic here and there. Kelvin, thank you. Though I came late, I'm sorry for me being late. I'm sorry for those of my invite I invited and me showing up late. I'm really sorry for that. I
All
don't know
right.
if you guys can help.
Yeah, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, sir, please, before I start, is Mr. Victor on this call? Is he still on this call?
No, no, no. He has already taken his permission to leave since.
Okay, I
Yes.
wanted to give him a congratulations for getting an exclusive contract. It's not easy. It's not
No.
easy.
Yeah, Godwin, thank you very much. Go ahead, Jude. Just a few
Okay.
words so we can allow them ask their questions because it's almost 9 p.m.
I heard you saying that Mr. Victor got his contract it took a longer period than mine.
Yes, yes.
If you know this musician, Charlie Pop, he always say that things on things, inside things, another thing still dey. You get. Now, I'm not coming to the petty aspect of hello guys. I'm not talking about effect aspect. What I'm trying to say is that there are always all those other ways to get something easily, but you still need to put the work. Because I myself, why I got my contract so early, I worked with a writer and also a co-editor.
Okay.
You understand? You working with a co-editor, you understand? You working with a co-editor will make your work easy and fast because those co-editors that are there on those platforms, their work, their work there is to make your work faster. It's just as if you are going to submit your exam or you are going to submit your paper. You understand? If you work through someone or you want to go for an interview, if you work through someone, you'll be attended to first. I don't know if you are getting me.
Mm. So what you are
My
saying in
point,
essence is that there are ways to make things faster.
there are ways that things on things. Things on things. There are ways, sir. There are ways, sir. So my own book, my first contract, the book, it just says only a day, that's 24 hours, 24 hours before my book passed through review. After the review, I applied for a contract through my co-editor.
Okay.
And my co-editor did a fantastic job. He did a fantastic job.
Okay.
So, congrats to Mr. Victor. All of us will still get the contract, even though it takes 30 days, takes 60 days, 61 days, we are still going to get there. So that is the ghostwriting course, the ghostwriting income generator course is so is beautiful. It's beautiful. My advice to everyone is go get it. Implement what is there, implement everything, put in the work. You understand? You have to put in the work. You don't have to pull down. and say that you wait for mentorship. I will mentor you, good and fine. Mr. Tayobis is going to mentor you, but you have to put in the work. You understand? You have to put in the work. We as a mentor, we are just here to guide you, but you have to put in the work. My a student of mine that got the course 3 weeks ago, she gave me this in her 5K words, a plot and blood, just recently. She asked me to go through it. After going through to it and going through, I still also send it to my writer to also do her vesting. That is what I say. Put in the work. You don't have to just relax. Put in the work. Okay, Elvis.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much, Jude. Really appreciate that. So you guys have heard, put in the work. There are ways to, speed up things. For me, in this life, I don't like anything that delays. I don't stay on queues. I don't do, I don't go to bank. And it's majorly because time for me is very, very important. So if there are ways for me to make things very fast, I'm always doing it. You get. So I don't like doing things very slow. I've lost a lot of time when I was struggling. So I don't want to struggle again. All right. So thank you very much for that, Jude. So at this point, we're going to just allow a few questions. So if you have questions, okay, Mr. Levy. Mr. Levy, good evening, sir. Wow, I didn't know
Mr.
you.
Levy,
Yeah, Mr.
Mr.
Levy is here.
Levy, ah,
Please go ahead,
my
sir. You can
God.
unmute yourself and speak.
Yeah, yeah, good evening, Elvis, and your colleague.
You,
If you recall, it's been a while when your webinars, and
Sir, your this thing is
I've not
breaking.
been
Oh,
able
can't hear
to.
you well. Can you hear him, Tochi?
he's breaking, he's breaking.
You hear me now?
Yeah,
Better.
that,
This is better.
I think it's my earpiece that is causing it.
Okay.
Yeah. So I said I'm sorry I've not been able to sign up because of funds, but obviously I will sign up, and because I sign up rather, and I know the funds will soon be available.
Yes, sir.
So, but I want to ask a few questions. Uh, during your teaching, I heard you say that you apply to the different platforms, and
Yes.
I now say, do you apply to these platforms at the same time, or you apply to one and wait for response before you apply to another? And if you do that simultaneously, what then happens if, for instance, two platforms approve your work? That's one question. The other one is, if I'm using writers to
Yes.
write, do those writers also generate the 5K words? I should generate my 5K words first before they take over.
Okay. All right.
Those are the two questions.
Okay. They are very good questions. They are very good questions. For me, I would not recommend applying to multiple platforms with the same piece of work. All right.
Okay.
I would recommend that if platform A does not take your work, this is my recommendation, all right? If platform A does not take your work, you can apply with that same work on another platform, all right? Or on that same platform, you can reapply, maybe by making some edits, making some corrections, making the work better, all right? But if you have multiple pieces of work, it's fine for you to apply on multiple platforms, each of them. But I believe Jude will still have something to say. All right. However, on your other question, what was that other question? First five
The
keywords. Yes.
5K,
Yes.
words,
Now,
yes.
the first five keywords, actually, you can get a writer that can help you from the beginning. Your first, in fact, not just your first five keywords, your outline. The outline is like the breakdown of how the story is going to be. All right, is the breakdown to show that, okay, these are the characters in the story. These are some of the activities, action, in the stories. Like an outline is more or less like is like a summary, but it's not really a summary, but it's a piece of content that when you read, it shows that, okay, this is what this story is going to be about. All right. Now you can have a writer that can help you with that outline and also help you with your first 5 keywords. And I mentioned earlier that there's this writer that I just got. I just got the person like 2 days ago on Monday. And the person is doing both my first 5 keywords and the outline. And for me, I prefer that. Why? Because I can't go and write my first 5 keywords. Then I'll now look for a writer to come and help me continue it. Why should I start it from the beginning when the writer can do it from the beginning? And apart from that, it would also require that if I write the first 5 keywords myself, I have to do a lot of explanation to the writer
Exactly.
to understand my story, all right? And also to get the idea that I was trying to put down and be able to continue it. So for me, I've seen some writers that I don't know, Jude, if you saw a conversation I had with somebody in the community yesterday, the guy said he does not do 5 keywords. So I told him, I said, nobody's going to use you. All right, because the reason why people want to outsource is because they want everything to be easy for them. The outline and the first 5 keywords, So when I use that to apply for a contract and I get it, then you can continue with the writing. So the thing is, for me, I would say work with writers that would write your first 5 keywords and your outline. And there are many writers out there, all right, that will do that. If a writer tells you he's not going to write first 5 keywords for you, for me, I'll just walk away. I don't have time to be arguing or no, there are a lot of writers that are looking for the job. So I will give them and continue and move on. So that's what I have to say about that. So for that first one, Jude, what do you have to say about that? Do you recommend somebody applying using different platforms, the same work?
Okay, now, Mr. Levy.
Yes.
Mr. Levy.
I'm with you.
If you remember our last class, I said something about exclusive and non-exclusive. I don't know if you remember.
I remember
Okay,
very
now,
well.
this is what you will do. This is what you will do in an occurrence whereby you apply your work, that one piece of work, you apply it on a platform. Then, once they give you a non-exclusive contract, that is when you can apply that same
another yes.
Other different platforms, and they will still give you non-exclusive contract. Now you have like 7 platforms writing that one story. I don't know if you are getting it. That is when you can apply. That is your first apply for. You need to have a non-exclusive contract first.
Yes.
Okay.
But if they give you an exclusive contract, you don't have any need to write it.
If you do that, you are breaching copyright.
You breach the
They
contract.
can revoke
The contract
Okay, quite clear. I understand that. I understand. A follow-up,
Okay. Now I'm coming to that. Now the aspect of writer. See what I always do. Before I give a writer a job, I'll tell the writer, you are the one to finish this job. You understand?
Yes.
Writing my 5 keywords, my blog, my outline, and blog. Just know that this story, you are the one to finish it. Because I cannot, okay, now you can't tell me that another writer will give my 5 keywords. I will take that 5 keywords after I've gotten my contract and give another writer.
Does not make sense.
Your story here, it will just be contradicting each other. It will be contradicting. So work with one writer. Don't try that to give you a writer. What a writer needs from you, the first thing, if he's a good writer, the first thing will ask you, what kind of story do you want me to write?
Yes, whether it's billionaire romance, werewolf, science fiction, yes.
The second thing they'll ask you, do you have any story in your mind you want them to write? I don't know if you are getting it. That is an attribute of a good writer.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Levy, don't go another work of a writer and give to another writer. Or you went and if you tell the truth, if you can give your 5K word, if you can write your 5K word yourself, you can do the remaining writing.
That's the truth. That's the truth. If you can do your first 5 keywords, you can do the remaining writing. So if you are picking a writer, you should start the work and finish it. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Okay, but what I follow up, if I'm engaging a writer, do I pay him from the beginning?
See,
From the two.
Mr. Levy, that is that is an under table discussion you get. You have to talk with the writer. You have to the
No.
both of you need to make a deal. That is a deal. You understand?
Oh,
Like
Okay.
the first writer I did my own deal was that she told me that take the work. That's my first writer. She said take the work, post it. Once you have a contract, you pay me the money.
Yes.
You get
okay.
that is what that is our normal. But sometimes some other like my second writer, she said I must pay her first. So well, I saw her job, I saw her previous job. I gave my co-editor. My co-editor said I should work with the writer. That is why I paid. I paid the writer.
Yes.
So it's
Now
just simple as that.
let me also add. The thing is, it depends on the writer you meet. There are writers who would accept to write your first 5 keywords and your outline without collecting money. Just like he said. They will tell you when you have the contract, then you pay. There are writers who will say, pay me half. Then when I finish writing the first 5 keywords, if you are satisfied, you pay me the final balance. While there are writers that will tell you that our first 5 keywords, you must pay everything. All right?
Okay.
However, when your contract has been approved, most writers, you pay them monthly or after writing a particular number of words. All right? Which, of course, on the platform, you'll be uploading a particular number of words on a daily basis, maybe chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, just like that. And you'll be receiving daily update bonus. All right?
Oh, you are there now. You are
Okay.
there, you are there.
Yes. So you'll be
Okay.
receiving daily update bonus. From your daily update bonus, you can actually pay the writer for the continuous work that they are doing. I don't know if you understand. So which means
Sure.
that the hard part is
Also
just that first 5 keywords. That is the hard part. And most times that first 5 keywords is not even very expensive. They can charge you like, let's say 1 naira or 1.5 naira a word. So the first 5 keyword might cost you between maybe 5K, 7K, 8K, or at most 10K, depending on the writer. Because some writers feel that they are too good, they want to charge you high. While some, they try to maintain, the general average, amount in the ghostwriting community. But the thing is this, before you do all this, see, I have right now, as it is now, I have people that are waiting to write for me. That's the truth. All right. So the thing is, before you make some of all these decisions, you have to talk to some of us, talk to myself, talk to Jude, drop messages in the community. A lot of persons would be able to respond to you as to what and what to do and what are what, not to do. For me, if you come and meet me and tell me that a writer is saying that you should not, that he's not going to write first 5 keywords, I'll just tell you instantly, let the writer go. It's as simple as there's no need. Even if he can write from today to the end of the year for you and you make 1 billion, leave that kind of person because there's going to be a lot of confusion in between. All right. So let us not overflog it. We're already 6 minutes past 9. So I don't know if there's any other question from another person. Another person with questions. We have Steven, Samuel, Rufus, Peter, Jemima, James, God's Power, Donald, Adekunle in the house, and Mr. Levy. If you guys have questions, you can drop and we'll be more than willing to respond. Now, see, let me round up my own part by saying this. Any business that you meet or that they tell you online that, oh, you don't have to do anything to make the money, they are lying. I'm going to mention a few businesses that I do here now. I do affiliate marketing. I do this ghostwriting. I do Amazon Kindle publishing. I do fulfillment by Amazon. Then I also do crypto trading. Now, every single one of these businesses require work. They are all 100% legitimate. They require work. So if somebody tells you just pay 20K and you start making money in the next 2 weeks, they are lying to you. It's a Ponzi scheme. It's a scam. And even if you make money the first time, the second time, a day is going to come, you're going to lose everything. But the businesses that we share with you are businesses that are sustainable. But the question is, are you willing to just do what it takes? And most times, the effort you would even put to most of these online businesses is not the same as what you would put in a 9 to 5. somebody who is a serious ghostwriter that has writers, like for myself now, the moment I start having like maybe 10, 20 writers, I know how much I'm going to be making. All right. And that's my goal. Before the end of the year, I want to have like maybe between 20 to 30 writers. Just tell them, okay, write this type of story. They just write it, apply for contract. The contract comes and all that. All right. So that is my own goal. So for me, I would say it's easy. But the truth is that it is not really easy. Why I say it is not really easy, it still requires work. I still have to look for writers. I still have to talk to them. I still have to communicate with them. I still have to look at their work, you know, and all that stuff. But when the returns come, for example, let's assume it's an exclusive contract. Let me say even a very cheap exclusive contract, $1,000 or $1,500. I'm not going to be thinking about the work that I put in anymore. All right? Because that reward has already covered the work. That's the truth. And that is why no matter how we stress every day, go to work and come back, when it is time for salary to be paid, everybody is smiling. Nobody's thinking about, man, this salary that they are paying. No, you are happy that the money has finally come. All right. So we should have that mindset that there is effort to be put into it, but it is not as much as you think per se. All right. Victor that shared his testimony, he has other things that he's doing. He's doing ghostwriting. Tochi just came back from the office, right? So he has a job that pays him a salary, and also he's doing ghostwriting. So if you look at it, it's more or less like a win-win situation. You are earning here and you're earning here. Now, right now, for me, in my affiliate marketing business, this month alone, I've done almost 600,000 naira. All right. Yes.
You did add me.
You said what?
You did add me. I made my own too now. My
Yes.
affiliate market.
Yes, you get. Okay, yes. Oh, I forgot to mention, even Jude is also into affiliate marketing, he's also into CPA marketing. Because see, the online space is a very massive space when it comes to business. So you can start with one and gradually branch into others, and you discover that you don't necessarily need a salary. Before my salary came, which came yesterday here, I've already paid all my bills. So when the salary comes, what am I to do? If I have an investment, I put it there. If I have a savings, I put it there. If there's any important project, you know, I push it down there. That's how it's supposed to be. All right. We are saying these things. We are not saying this, oh, you're not going to do anything to make it work. All right. We are saying that there's work involved, but it's not as difficult as most people think. All right. It's not as that. Okay. Say somebody's asking a question. He said, I will ask you questions later in your WhatsApp because keeping to time matters. Oh, yes, yes. All right, no problem. Thank you very much, Ghost Power. Thank you for that. Then Adekule says, thanks for your good work and the kind of romance you're having with us. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, you're welcome. Say, trust you're dropping this video for us to watch again. Yes, of course. Every single session will be dropped. But after today's zone, I don't know if we are going to have anyone anytime soon. But if there's going to be, we'll let you know. All right. So with that, I want to say thank you, everyone, for your time. And don't forget that the offer is still open till 11:59 p.m. on Friday. All right. So, oh, I wrote February. Oh my God. I'm just seeing that instead of February. Yeah, okay. So we'll see you guys in our DMs. Drop a message if you're getting ready. And don't forget, another thing is this, for those of you that are having challenge raising the money, installments is also allowed. However, it is when the money is complete, that's when you get access. So don't say, oh, I've given you 10K. Oh, yeah, give me access. No. When you pay 10K, you pay 5K, you pay 10K, everything is complete and all. That's when we'll give you access. So, Mr. Jude, thank you for your time. Mr. Levy, you've been consistent and it shows that you are willing to start up very soon. And the rest of us, I cannot mention all the names that I'm seeing in the participant list right now. Your presence here is well appreciated. If you have other conversations you want to have with us, come into our DM. Thank you very much and have an amazing and restful night. Cheers.